Welcome back to NASCAR Heat 2 Throwback Career Mode. We are back, and we are racing at Pocono today in the trucks. We also have an Xfinity hot seat. Next episode, I believe that's at Iowa. Iowa. Oh, you know what? I said last time that the trucks were at Pocono on Indy weekend. I think they're on Cup weekend in this. Xfinity went to Iowa by themselves, I believe. Is what happened. They go to Iowa like twice in the span of like 3 weeks or something. It's weird. And Michigan does the same thing for Cup, where they were like at Michigan twice in like a month and a half or something like that. But we're not there yet. We're at the Tricky Triangle. They'll tell you all kinds of things like turn 1's Trenton, turn 2's Indy, and turn 3 is Milwaukee, or I might have got 1 and 3 mixed up. And they have the spires up on the roof like Churchill Downs, all the good stuff. That's what they'll tell you. 3 tracks in 1. I'm going to go do a quick couple laps of practice, and then we're going to jump into qualifying here, and we're going to go... we're going to crash. We're going to go win our 3rd race of the season. How about that? See you in a second for qualifying. Alright, we made it through couple laps in practice. We were okay. Not incredible. I'm sure we won't qualify super far up the field, but we'll have some good race pace, I'm sure. Hopefully we can get up into the top 10 for some stage points and then fight for a win at the end. We shall see. We'll go out here for our qualifying lap. Things I learned in practice were pretty good through 3 and 1 against slow cars, or slow trucks, whichever you want to call them. And you can't quite go flat out through the tunnel through in here. You have to lift. I tried a flat out, didn't make it. I found that wall just to the right there. It is pretty, it's pretty stiff. So I wouldn't recommend leaning on it too much. Here we come across the line here. Just a second to start our qualifying lap. We're just going to rip here. We're going 175, 6, 7, 8 miles an hour. Getting up there. Lift down into turn 1. This is a spot where there's been some pretty hefty crashes in NASCAR history. A couple different times guys went down in there and lost brakes, and that's when you really going like 180 miles an hour, lose brakes, and then you're just in the wall. There's not really anything you can do. Doesn't sound like a good time to me, I'll be honest. This to the right used to be bushes and not a catch fence. That was an interesting thing. Get around turn 3 here. No, turn 4, because it's a triangle, not a oval. Cross the line. 56.3. That'll put us 28th. That's not too bad, actually. We're still close to the back, but we're not that far back there. So, kind of happy with that. Gragson on pole from Rhodes. Let's hop in here and get to the race. Oh my god, why is the car going left? The truck, the thing. Alright, it'll be a short couple of stages here. 7 laps, I think, is what it just said. Yeah, 7 lap stage 1 here. It's a decently long track, so the stages aren't very long. Plus, it's not the longest race either. Get a good run through 1 here. Move up to 26th, maybe 25th if we can get ahead of Forster here. We're going to give Cobb a push down this straight here. I have not looked at the rival situation lately, so maybe something we want to check in on after this race, just to see if there's anybody we need to be looking out for on the track that might be racing this hard. Down below the 10 here. Try and get this spot away. Maybe get under Chavis as well going into 3. Some contact up ahead as a couple cars sliding into each other. Gilliland next up. It's a truck that we've won in before. Actually, these are the only 2 trucks that you can see on screen right now that we've won in, the 22 and the 46. Toyota's still the only manufacturer we've won with in this Heat 2 career mode. We've never found our way to victory lane with a Chevy or a Ford. duck up the inside of Young. We may have won in the... Did we? We may have won in a third truck. Oh my god. Well, the 2 trucks that I've won in have just been taken out. As Gilliland just ran us over. Did I win in another truck? I can't remember now. I for sure won in the 22 and the 46. I don't know if there was a third one that I won in. Try to get to the outside of Chavis here. Keeping the pedal down. 5 to go in the stage. Only 2 laps in, but it's been a hot minute. We're almost in the top 20 though. I think we can touch the back end of the stage points here by the end of this stage. We get some good runs around the outside in 1, so we can pass a few cars there. And then 3 is another one where we can get a good exit and find some spots down the long front straight. Close up on Friesen here. We're just going to back out of it. Don't want to push the issue too hard through the tunnel turn here. We've already seen how that can get a little hairy. Even when you're not pushing the issue, other people might be. Slide up the inside, get back on the power. There's that run I was talking about. We get a good run off of 3 onto the straight. We can get by Quapple with a good run, and then we'll finish it off through 1 where we're a little bit better at carrying our speed through than the AIR. Just like that. And we're through. Back to the gas, and we'll head on down the road towards Austin Hill and Cody Coughlin. Up to 17th at the moment. Alright, we've caught this next little pack up here. It's only been about a half a lap since, maybe a lap or so since we jumped off. 3 to go at the line there. We'll be at 2 to go when we get back to the line. We should be able to get a couple of these guys at least. Put ourselves in a decent spot to make a run at the top 10 here in stage 2. Not sure if we'll be pitting at the end of the stage or if that will be a middle of stage 2 thing. The AI really like the middle of stage 2 pit stop, so we may see that come into play. Ooh, got a little bit tight there trying to get to the outside of Steiner. Try and get some draft off a hill and slide up into 15th here. There we go. Now looking up the inside of hill, trying to get our nose in there. We're gonna get the draft off of Smith. It might be enough to pull us side by side. Not quite. Oh boy, it will be when Hill just tries to slide in the middle of us and hits the brakes. We're going to try and get this move done through the tunnel turn. Not going to happen. Just not able to really hold as much speed as I want through there if I'm pinned down. Just have to get the good exit off of 3 here and try and make the move. One to go on the stage. Sitting 15th right now. We might be able to get to 13th. That's probably as high as we're going to get. It's going to take this big high line move through 1 and 2. Hill gives us a little tap. That's going to get us a little higher than we want to be. I think the truck's still going to stick enough to stay out here. Side by side with Smith now. Drag race down the Long Pond straight. He's got a little bit more power than I do. It's going to give him the advantage as we go through tunnel turn. He'll stay ahead. Try and get a better run at him out of 3 here to get 13th at the line. Well, we won't even make it to the line, so we got to get him early. Oh, contact. We're going to finish 14th in the stage. Yeah, they do not want to pit now. 9 laps honestly might get us through stage 2. I'm not going to pit either. We'll restart 14th. Nobody's moved. We got both the BKR trucks right in front of us. Green flag back in the air. 6 laps of the stage, 9 laps left of the tank means we can make it to the end of stage 2 on our fuel. Little bump to Cindric there. Trying to stay off of him as much as I can. I don't really want to make an issue happen here. I don't want to be 3 wide either down the straight because I'm sure they'll put me in the wall. Pretty easy. Up 1 spot early on the restart here. We'll look to the inside of Cindric through the tunnel turn. Get way out of the gas so that we don't slide up into him, then get back on the power as soon as we have the grip. Got a decent run off. Trying to get Briscoe here too. Get all the Keselowski Racing guys in 1 lap. Good run, gives us a chance to get inside TJ Bell. Already 5 to go in the stage. Trying to nose our way right into this 10th spot. Oh, Crafton. Going slower than I thought he was. We're still going to get a shot to make the move on Bell. That was tight. I didn't know what Crafton was going to do there. Oh, boy. Austin Hill gives us a shot. Here we go. We're around. Briscoe and Cindric keep hitting us. No caution yet. There it is. I just spent that entire straight getting hit. All right. Well, I'm going to pit because there's so much damage to our truck. I'm going to loosen it up just a little bit more as well. It's going to take us to the back. I don't know if we'll be able to make it from here. So we may have to do an extra stop. If we do think that's an issue, then I think I'll come in at the stage break and get filled back up with fuel to make it to the end. We'll see how many spots we can get. Just a little unlucky there. Hill came up. We were 3 wide. Hill came up off the corner and caught us in the left rear. Kind of flung us over into, I think it was Briscoe on my outside. And then it was just, there was nothing I could do to keep the truck at that point. We were bouncing back and forth, getting hit the entire way down that straightaway. We're not trying to pass, by the way. We're just going to sit back here in the back, and then we're going to see if we have enough fuel to make it to the end. If we think that is a situation that'll happen. Just kind of easing it around here in 32nd. Don't want to get into any trouble. Alright, caution's out. We're 32nd as of stage 2. Could have got some stage points if we didn't get wrecked, but we're still in it. Everybody else is pitting. There's 16 laps remaining, 15 laps of fuel in the car. I think we have to try and make it. Any cautions come out, we're saved. If not, we're a lap shy right now, but we got to try something. We'll restart in the lead, bring the field back to green, try and get out in front of Rhodes where we might be able to save a little bit of fuel. Up through the gears, we stay in the lead. Down into turn 1, Rhodes is getting a good run here in 4th gear, as seems to always happen. Try not to slide up too much. We'll take this lead back, but Rhodes is going to be a little faster than us. Kind of saw that one coming. This will hopefully give us a chance to save a little bit of fuel, though, now that we're behind. Oh, there's my teammate. Just got to be careful of getting run over again through here. The reason we got run over in that one was because I was trying to lift so I didn't slide up into Briscoe. And that gave the car on the inside, Austin Hill, the chance to get a good run and get to my inside as well, and then we were 3 wide. 3 don't go into 2 sometimes. Use our teammate here and maybe see if we can't save a little bit of fuel.
Easy.
If he can keep pulling us along. I was only about half throttled down the whole front straight there. Big lift into 1. If we just sit on him, we may be able to just save enough fuel to make it to the end. He's very slow, though. I'm worried Chastain's going to get by me. Chastain fighting for a spot in the playoffs. He's currently the last guy in, I believe. But if he gets enough points to jump Gragson, then he would not be hurt by another winner. If he stays where he is now and somebody above him wins, he is out. Oh boy. Trying to slow down so I didn't run my teammate over. Here comes Chastain. Got a better run than we did out of the corner. It's going to be up our inside and get a better run through the corner as well. TJ Bell going to try and do the same. We might be in a little bit of trouble. Slide over before Nemechek can get there. The truck's just not stuck very well right now. Yeah, we're two laps short. We're not going to make it. We're just going to have to hope for caution. Our light comes on, we'll have to come down and get fuel, but we had to gamble. Oh my god. We're going to be the caution in a minute. This truck is getting wild. I didn't change that much on it. It just took out a little bit of wedge, but it just doesn't feel like it's in the track anymore. Ooh, look at the back end there, try to snap out. When I get fully off the gas, the back end tries to leave, but I can't go full throttle through the corners because it doesn't turn well enough until you're not pushing the gas, and then it turns way too much. Which is an interesting condition for the truck to have. Alright, we're full go mode now. The only way this strategy works, I think, is with a caution. I don't think we're saving 2 laps with just a few left to go. So we'll see if we can't drive by some of these guys and hope for a caution late. I guess I don't know that they can make it to the end, but they should be able to. Because I pitted a few laps before them and I'm pretty close, so they should be able to make it to the end. One of the easier pit lanes to get on here at Pocono, so I should probably ruin it horrendously when I come down. Get up the inside of TJ Bell here. Try to move back a little closer to the front. Maybe I can beat somebody after I come down and pit. All over my teammate now. Gotta assert some dominance on the team. Let him know I'm better than him. Maybe. I might be better. Based on the standings right now, I'm better. Where's he going?
Still a car out there.
Whoa.
Still a car out there.
Yeah, that's what you can't do. If you get to the outside and lift off the gas, the car gets loose. You hit the guy on the inside, and then it pushes you way too wide, and then it's way too tight. You're all over the board. Here comes TJ Bell back at us now. It is a second gap out behind Infinger. A second's not enough to make up a pit stop. Gonna need a few more than 1 second.
Still a car out there.
Yeah, really just can't touch anybody in the corner. You get pushed way wide and you can't really turn back down the hill after that. Turns out I'm not the better driver on the team. Couldn't pass my teammate. To be fair, he had the more optimal line than I did. He was ahead of me, so he got to pick the right line. I had to try and do something dumb. Six to go. 55.999 for the lap time on that one. Not too much down here in the trucks in the way of running into lap cars, especially on a big track like this. I think once we get more into Xfinity and Cup, we'll see more lap car situations come into play. But here, not going to happen, which probably means when I come down to pit, I will drop all the way to the back of the field, depending on if anybody is out of the race yet or not. And then we'll probably finish around dead last at this point, because the strategy is just not gonna get us anything great. Once, well, I was gonna say once the fuel light comes on, because it should. What happened? How do I have 2 extra laps of fuel? Did I have 2 extra laps of fuel before and read it wrong? We have enough fuel. I'm insane. I don't know what happened. I must have had 12 and there was 10 to go? Is that what happened? I didn't gain 4 laps of fuel. We just got to 5 to go and I had 7 laps when we crossed the line. So we're fine. We are absolutely fine. I don't know what happened. I must have read it wrong. Miscommunication with the team. I thought I needed to save fuel. Apparently I didn't. So all that time I was trying to save fuel behind my teammate earlier, I could have just passed him and gone up, got the win. Yeah, we're for sure good on fuel. I don't know what's going on. I must have read it wrong the first time. Well, it's a good thing I looked. I mean, I wasn't going to come in until the light came on anyway, which it never would have, but... Wow. Alright, well that's a load off my back. We'll get 8th instead of last. We might get a little bit better than 8th if we can go up and get these guys. I just haven't had the pace to get up to them and then pass them. Been able to get to them, but I just can't get by. Especially when they're nose to tail like that. There's no way I'm getting by. I don't have that kind of overspeed on them. Because you kind of have to have enough speed to clear both of them, or you're not going to get the pass done, and then you're going to fall behind both of them. Unless TJ Bell makes a move and pulls away, but he hasn't been able to do it either. Self has been really good with the defense today. Can't pull up here a little bit closer and get into this mix. There goes Bell, looking up the inside. We're going to get a good run to our teammate, I think. No, maybe not. It feels like we're getting runs, and then we're just not getting any closer. 2 to go. Kind of stuck here in 8th. Doesn't seem like there's much I can do to change it. I'm trying everything, but I'm not getting much closer. This is the closest I've been, but there's going to be one to go when we get to the line here. Don't have a ton of time to try and make a move once I get here.
Hold your line.
Yeah, I haven't got up the inside of Bell yet either.
One more good lap. This is it.
Last lap. Here we go, white flag in the air. Bell's going to look to the outside of Self. Nope, he's going to drop back down behind him. I'm going to try and go to the top. See if I can't get a move done here.
Car out there.
Just can't touch, yeah. That's the problem. You can't get low enough where you touch them because you get slid up, and then in trying to get high enough to stay away from him, I just overdrove it. There's the fuel light. Let's come in. Ah. There we go. Around the corner here. Tunnel turn. Ooh. Caught the apron just enough to unsettle the truck. Get off the gas. Get around turn 3 here. Get back into it. Jump out of it. Jump into it. Is Bell going to get our teammate? I don't think so. Nope.
Good job, guys.
Bell finishes 7th. We finish 8th. Decent run. Top 10. Not too bad. Ben Rhodes is going to get a win. I think that's his 3rd or maybe 4th of the season. He's definitely ahead of us. Oh, there goes the 46 into the wall in the background. Well, that was his fault for running us over. Yeah, Rhodes, Truex, Bell, Nemechek, Chastain, top 5. We will come home 8th. We're over $1 million. Let's go. We drop all the way to 4th in the standings. Both Ryan Truex and Christopher Bell are going to jump us. That was the 3rd win for Ben Rhodes. Just 20 points ahead of Bell. There he is. That's not a new winner, so that's good for Chastain, who was up towards the front as well in that race. 4 more races to the playoffs. We take a look. JD Motorsports with Gary Keller has the number 1 car for us to try and get a top 15 this weekend at Iowa. We will do that later. Gonna take a look at our rivals here real quick. Oh, Grant Infinger, not a fan of us. Christopher Bell and TJ Bell, all the Bells. Chavis, Cindric, Friesen, our teammate, and Snyder are all in the orange, mad at us. So we'll have to watch out for them as we go forward here. Hopefully we just win the championship. We head off into Xfinity and we don't have to ever think about them again. This is not what I wanted to see. There we go. Chastain does also get ahead of Gragson with that good finish. So Gragson now on the bubble, not Chastain. We stay in 2nd with our playoff points over Crafton. And Rhodes in the lead with another win. Good on him. I'll check that out. That's his 3rd of the season. It'll be his 3rd overall. He did not get a win last season. That'll be it for this episode here of our NASCAR Heat 2 Throwback Career Mode. Come back next time for an Iowa hot seat in the Xfinity car. We really need to finish one of these so we can get a shot at a 5-star hot seat. I think we had finished the first 3 and we've lost the last 2 now. So really need Iowa to be a good race for us where we get a top. I think it's at 15. Oh yeah, it's right there in front of me. And then we probably we've done 5 so far. So after this one, we might have 2 more. I'm guessing it's something like Bristol and Richmond or Bristol and Chicagoland maybe. Although we've already run Bristol, so maybe it's Richmond and Chicagoland. Not sure. But we'll find out as we go through. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching today. See you next time. Goodbye.